Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Rewind. Hello everyone, báwo ni gbogbo yín? Hello Mao. You're welcome to Faith and Motherhood podcast. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí ẹ̀ka yìí. Welcome by this canal. Get ready for some thoughtful, youthful, experiential learning and faith-filled lessons that we can apply on the day-to-day. And the icing on the cake is that every content that is going to be shared on this channel, they are things you can relate to. Not theory, but practical, not abstract, but something you and I can tangibly work with in our everyday life. So stay tuned, and if you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button and subscribe. Thank you. Eshegoni. Thank you. Today I want to talk about social media ethics and things we should improve on. Yes, there's going to be some little buzzwords. Alright, so let me establish something. The purpose of social media is for connection and interaction with people, not empty spaces, mind you. So, can you connect or interact with someone that is not going to respond to you, or people that will ghost you? Or are you a mind reader that will know? You ask them, how are you doing? And then, because you're a mind reader, you know that they're going to say they're good or they're not good or whatever is happening with them. Well, thank God we don't have the ability to read people's minds. And that's why we have these platforms. Yeah? Okay, let's get on to the serious part. The first ethics is do not open a message and not respond. Yeah? So don't leave it hanging. You opened it, you read the person's message. You cannot even type that I'll respond in a short while or I'm going to respond soon, but you just let it read. That's rude. Let me make it relatable for you. In a physical space with someone and the person is asking you questions, you obviously hear the person, but you did not respond. That person is going to be looking at you like, what's going on with this person? That is rude in itself. Now, revert back to digital space. I know that you cannot physically see the person, but the person sees that you read the message. So why are you not responding? It's also polite if you cannot do whatever the person is asking you to do. But really, for people that genuinely just checking on you, please don't open their messages and not respond. It is plain rude. Yeah, it's plain rude. And I know there's some category of people that is not like intentionally open that message. But those of us that have kids, that they can just take your phone and maybe your phone doesn't have a password and they can just get in and they open your message. Yes, there are cases like that. But when you realize that your kid or your children opened a message, definitely you would go through your chat at some point and you see that they opened it. Put it back on mark as unread and make sure you respond as you should. Yeah, the person took time out of their own busy life. I say adulthood is busy in itself. So if someone reaches out to you, please respond. The second ethics is don't always be the recipient of messages. Also be a sender. Yeah, reflect on yourself. Yes, take some seconds and just think about it. A and B and C have been reaching out. Have I sent them a message first in a while? Just reflect on it and ask yourself this question. When last did you decide, yes, it's a choice, to check in on them as well? So I'm going to read a definition for us on social interaction. Social interaction is those acts people perform towards each other and the responses they give in return. This definition was gotten from a psychology website, which is well known, and I would say that I agree with it. It is something you do towards each other. It's a collective effort. Yeah, don't always be the recipient. Also be a sender going forward. Make time for the people in your space. Yes, you're busy. Trust me. I understand what busyness looks like. But make time for the people in your space. The third ethics is move beyond the one word. How are you doing? Fine. How is work today? Good. What's going on? Great. When the person is not there bugging your life. Have you been in a social setting or somebody comes randomly, you don't know the person, just comes to sit down at your table and the person starts asking you questions? In such scenario, the person asking questions, in your head, for some of us that are reserved, like myself, in my head I'm like, why are you coming to sit on my table? Did I invite you over? So I can't be tempted to start giving you the one word answers. But I also know it's not fair to the person. Yeah, because the person took courage to come sit in your space. It also takes courage for whoever sent you that message, and intentionality, yes, on their part to send you a message, because they thought about it in their busyness that let me check in on this person. So don't make it look like they're bugging you or disturbing the life out of you. Respond appropriately. Move beyond the one word answer. Yeah, let's change. Thank you. The last thing, which is to cap it, is we can do better. Maybe you're not on this category, or maybe you are. Whatever side of the table you are in, I believe that something can always be improved on. Either you still take a longer time to respond, or maybe you don't even like being online at all. I know some people's bio that I've seen, and they'll say calls only because they don't like chatting, which is fair, because when the person sees it, you know that I need to call you to hear from you. But don't be a ghost on the digital space. They are chatting you up, nah. They are calling you, nah. Heck, be merciful and don't make this whole social interaction awkward. It takes two. Remember, it's an action towards each other. The final of the final, yes, I know I said lastly, is consider the people. You're not dealing with empty spaces that don't have emotions or expectations of you. You're dealing with people. So when people send you messages, they have expectation that you respond, and also they have emotions. You know, sometimes people are not even feeling so great, but maybe the Holy Spirit is nudging them, reach out to this person, and then the person decides to ghost them. You're not helping matters. Anyway, deal with people as people are. Emotions, expectations are there. Alright, so thank you for choosing to watch this video, and don't just listen, let's take action. See you in my next video. Love and light. Bye.